Hey folks, welcome back to the Trinity Episcopal Church YouTube Bible study. I'm Jimmy Abbott, the priest here at Trinity on Galveston Island. And let's look at Luke chapter 6, verses 27 through 36. And I want us today to be thinking about one of the most uncomfortable subjects in church and in religious life, and that's money. Listen to what Jesus says. If you lend to those from whom you hope to receive, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners to receive as much again. But love your enemies, do good, and lend, expecting nothing in return. We'll often say that Jesus teaches more about money than he ever does about, say, human sexuality or heaven or hell or any of that other stuff that we get real worked up about. Jesus talks a lot more about money. Why is that? Because money is so precious to us. We put our worth into money when really money is fiction. It has no religious or spiritual meaning other than what we give to it. And think of how countercultural this teaching is compared to our real world experience. Jesus says to lend and expect nothing in return. In the real world, we lend and then we expect that plus interest in return. So what's going on here? Partially, I think Jesus is trying to liberate us from our money. That when our minds, when our lives, when our hearts are wrapped around money, then we are not free to live with God. It's as Jesus says, you cannot serve two masters. You either serve God or you serve money. And so when we lend and expect nothing in return, we are serving God and not money. Now, I'm not going to get into a discussion of what's a reasonable rate of return? What are good interest rates? Those are conversations above and beyond me. But what I will say is this. Your money is not the thing that defines you. The Lord God is the thing, the person, the way of life that ought to define you. And so when we give money to the church or to other charities, we are saying this is not the most important thing in my life. The most important thing in my life is loving God and loving my neighbor. This is some of the radical countercultural teaching that Jesus has about money, that we would serve him and not our own pocketbooks. This is a short little lesson today, but man, it is dynamite. I hope that you wrestle and pray with that about your own money and your own finances and what all that means in your life with God. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure that you subscribe here on our YouTube channel so that you can get all of these Bible studies and our worship services straight into your email inbox. Thank you.